In this lesson, we'll design the review screen. So the review screen is going to comprise of all the rating the specialists have had in the previous roles and all that. So let's duplicate the last frame, which is the share booking, and drag it right here. Okay, so here we'll update the information, that is the content. So let's take out this small frame and delete it. Don't need it. And here also we'll remove the overlay, which is the the rectangle. We delete it as okay. Also, all the content, we're going to delete it. So we will just make use of the frame. So here, let's detach it, that is one, group them. Then we'll delete the group and leave the arrow, that is the back arrow case. Okay, so let's take our text tool and type review. Okay, so this is going to be the reviews screen. So we'll take it and keep it there. All right, so we'll also go to our postbar icon on our plugins and search for filter. So we include the filter icon by the right here. So we'll search for filter, and we're going to make use of that. All right. Okay, so now select the filter icon and give it corner radius of 5 and the background fill to our global color. Okay, then we'll take our scale tool and scale the inner icon inside. Okay, then change the fill of the icon only to height and align it to the center of each frame. Okay, so now we can take it up, select the frame and bring it up to the edge of the grid. Alright, so now select the three of them together and distribute their vertical spacing. The text was not selected. Hold down your shift key to make selection, or you can alternatively drag to select all of them. Okay, so this is done. And the next, we're going to create another frame. So let's select off and draw another frame here of dimension 360 by 100. Okay, so let's give it corner radius of 15 and give it partial stroke of 1. Then the stroke should be outside and our global color as well. So inside this stroke, we'll just add the list of reviewers and all that. Okay, so let's take another frame of dimension square and make it 50 by 50. Okay, can also give it fill of our global color and give it corner radius of 25 to get a perfect circle. So in this frame, we'll add image of random people that written the reviews. So make sure the frame is selected. Let's go and run our plugin, which is the UI faces. Then we can add image into it. Okay, so make sure this is selected. Then you just go randomly select an image you want. Okay, so do like 4 more reviewers. So let's duplicate this frame and change the image. Make sure it's selected change another person, another one, look for woman again, select another one, look for man, select another one, then let's look for this person. Alright, so we keep it there. We're going to make use of them. Okay, so next, let's close that and select the review text. Let's bring it here and update it to this to somebody's name. If you want, you can use a content wheel to do that, but to save time, I'm not going to use that. So just write a random name. So there's going to be Joseph Moses. Okay, so now this font size, we will take it down to 14. Alright, so let's duplicate that down and just write the date. Okay, let's say this is done around November. Okay, November 13, 2023. Alright, select the text and also take it down to 10 and change it to regular. Alright, so now duplicate that and write the review text. So let's say this is Dr. S. The doctor did a great job. I'm happy. Okay, so now I'm going to change this to semi-bold. So this let's also add it to our library. That's gonna be 10. And I need to 10 pixel semi-bold so that I can make use of it. Alright, so we're done with that. So next we'll put a star icon by the right and the number of stars the doctor has and all that. Okay, so let's go to our first icon again and search for star. Okay, then we select this and add it to our frame. Okay, so we'll close it and take it here. Okay, so we may select the frame and add auto layout to Shift plus A. Okay, let's undo that. We don't need that. Let's just take it out from the frame, delete the frame that comes with it. Okay, so now let's take it here and keep it there. Now we're going to change the fill to that. Alright, so this is not what we want. We want to make it have a fill, and the fill is not working, right? So let's delete that. So let's go to our feather icons. Let's search for star, and make use of this. Add it to our frame. Okay, so bring it there, then give it a fill of a global color and remove the stroke. Okay, and we can write different star reviews for that. Alright, so let's just duplicate this Alt key and bring it there. Okay, so let's say this is 5 stars. Okay, then take it to the right here. So you can take your scale tool and scale it down. That is the size of the star. Right, select the star and the star text, align them properly, and distribute the horizontal spacing to 5, so we can group them together. Okay, so bring it here. The horizontal spacing is too much. Take it down to 2. Alright, so next is to select this text, align them to the left, distribute their vertical spacing to 5, and group them together. Alright, so this is for Moses, and align it to the center of the frame. Then we can just pick one of these frame and put it there. Alright, to make sure it's in the center of the frame. So select the frame and the icon, and their spacing, you leave it to 15. That's fine. Alright, so we're going to move faster. We'll not repeat this that and that. So before we move, let's change something here. Select the text, this frame that has the star, Shift+A to add auto layout in them. Okay, then we can reposition them like this. Alright, so that's better. And then now we make a duplicate of this frame. Select it, Alt key, then you drag down. Then we change the name and this number of stars, then other thing. Alright, so I'm going to remove this, just delete it and add another reviewer. So let's add it here. Okay, and maintain the spacing, that is the horizontal spacing between the two, to be 15. So this thing was going to be Alex. Alice Wonder, and the review, let's take it through August. Okay, August 3rd, 2020. So you can also change the text to any text you want of your choice. So professional, right? That's it. And here you can change the number of stars, maybe 4 or 5 as well, depends. So you do that and update the rest, and change the icons accordingly. So I'm going to fast forward this part so that we can move faster. Okay, so take this there, take this down. So duplicate this, you follow the same procedures to do the same other ones. So here, move in here, alright, 1 5, star. Okay, and move that, delete that, and bring it here. Now the last one, the same thing, delete that and bring the ladies here. select it and select the text. Make sure the spacing is kept in. So it shows like this thing is not in the frame. I'll put it in the frame. Still not in the frame. Okay, now it's there. So do down to 15. Why are you trying to make my life very cold? Alright, so when you finally done, you make sure you update the names. Ahmad, Alright, so now we're going to select the frames together and put them into the center of the main frame and distribute their vertical spacing to 30. Alright, so that we'll have it like this. Okay, so the next thing is the button. We'll add a button under here. So let's bring this button here and go to the properties and change it to go back. Okay, then we're going to remove this fill, the fill that come with it. So remove it and just give it a stroke of a global column. Okay, then remove the fill. Then the text, we'll change it back to a global color as well. Okay, so we'll leave it like that. So now the text and the button, the last frame and the text button, sorry, we'll make it 40. So that'll be more spacing. Alright, congratulations, we're done with that. Now one more thing we need to add is the review rating. That is, they can sort with numbers of stars of reviews, being it 4, 5, 6 and all that. Okay, so add that quickly. So what we're going to do, we select this, select this, select this, select this, group them together, then you just drag them down and keep them there. Okay, so here we'll add the star rating and all that. Okay, so let's go to our plugins. We'll go to our feather icon and bring star. Okay, so we select that and add it to our workspace. Now here we'll take the star up and bring it there. So we can remove it from the main frame and delete the frame that come with it. Okay, so here we'll just leave it like that. So what we're going to do is to just add some list of numbers of stars here. So quickly take a frame and draw a frame here. So the frame should be width of 50 and the height should be 30. Okay, so leave it like that, and we can give it corner radius of, let's say, 15 to have a perfect circle. So that's okay. So now shift A to add auto layout to the frame. Now you can bring the star inside. Okay, so this star now will change the fill to white, so give it white fill and remove the stroke. All right, so inside this frame now we're going to add text in the frame. So we take our text to inside the frame and write all. Okay, so select the frame again. Let's increase the border radius to 20 so that we'll have a perfect. All right, so this will change the background of the frame, since this is the default one, to a global color. Then the text to height. Okay, then the star again, let's change it back to height. That is not white, pure white. All right, so now you can reduce the internal spacing between the two, which is here, make it 5. Excuse me, that is not the one here. Okay, so now let's take it put it here as all. All right, so we can still scale it down. Let's take our scale tool and make it smaller a bit. Then this way is better. All right, so now select it, switch back to your selection tool, that is the move tool, alt key, copy. Then we'll put it there. Then here we'll give it stroke. Let's give it stroke and change the stroke outside and the color to a global color. All right, and remove the fill. Okay, then change the text and the icon colors to a global color. So that's it. Then the all text here, we'll change it to a number. Then we'll repeat that accordingly and shuffle it. So this is going to be 5 star. Okay, so alt key, we drag, update the number, let's say 4 star. Okay, alt key, we drag, update the number, let's say 2 star or 3. I'll update it, update the number, drag and do it until you get at 1. So 2 1, the last one. So this way user will be able to filter based on number of stairs. All right, so one more thing to touch here. Let's select this 4 together or 5 and increase the border radius to 15. Okay, so that it will be perfect rounded. Okay, select this one. Okay, that way we are cool. All right, so now we're going to select them together, align them properly, and also distribute the horizontal spacing. Okay, to that. Now in the horizontal spacing, the 20 is much, so let's take it down to 10. All right, that's better. So this way is better. All right, so now let's increase the horizontal spacing back to 15. Okay, so we're going to select them all together now and redo the horizontal spacing because they're not together. Wait, 15. Alright, so this is better. Now, while they were selected, group them together. Since we want them to be a carousel, so we're going to create another frame, then put them inside the frame. Okay, so let's take them outside and create another frame. So the frame should be the same width with our screen. That is going to be 402. Okay, and the height, you can make the height a bit bigger than that one. Let's take it down to 38. So let's take it and put it here. Okay, what is our screen width? 402. So this is less than that. So in that case, we are going to take it and make sure it's hidden a bit so that it can be scrollable. Alright, good. So now let's bring us frame and keep it there and make sure it's not properly. Okay, so that is the final one. So now select the frame, go to your prototype and change the overflow to horizontal so that it will be scrollable left to right. So now we can take the preview of the screen to see the final result. So go here, select preview, and this is what we have for the final result. Alright, that's cool. And if you notice carefully, let's see this, if the carousel is working. Okay, fine, it's working. But if you look at it carefully, something is not properly done. So which is this button? The button is too down. Okay, so let's close it and see if we can make adjustments. So ungroup them first, then select the last frame and the button. Then let's take it down to 35 instead of 40. Okay, so now if we take a preview again, you should see we have this. Alright, congratulations, we are done with the previews screen. In the next lesson, we'll continue with the selection stage of the booking screen. See you there.